It's Avenue G. And here's your host, Jim Harris.
Here I am. You say that it's Earth Day. I think that it might be. Does anyone care now? It doesn't mean nothing. Who cares that it's Earth Day? The planet is screwed, yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've depleted all the freaking ozone. 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 Earth Day, no one gives a good damn. Earth Day, it's a sham. Earth Day, no one gives a good damn. Earth Day. Woo! Ooh. You say that it's Earth Day. Well, I think that it might be. Does anyone care now? 'Cause it doesn't mean nothing. Who cares that it's Earth Day?
Wow, that's a pretty pessimistic view of Earth Day, Jim. You really think no one cares anymore?
Yeah, Martha, nobody cares anymore. They're all too busy looking at their iPods.
You mean iPads?
Podpads?
Pad pods?
I don't know, whatever. I just wish there was something I could do to change things.
See, Jim, why don't you run for office? The 11th District City Council seat is up for grabs. The previous council person was shot by a lunatic at a town hall meeting.
What?
Well, actually, the last 5 council people in that office were shot by lunatics.
Well, I don't think I'd be qualified for that job.
Why not?
Well, I don't even know what city council does.
So what? Nobody does. Hey, Andy, what does city council do?
I have no clue. Why don't you Google it, Jim?
Well, okay, I'll try.
Hey, Martha, if Jim got a seat on council, maybe you and I could get some cushy jobs, too, you know?
Yeah, big bucks for doing nothing. Hey, how's that search coming, Jim?
Well, you're not going to believe this, but I'm watching a video of a cat that actually plays the piano. It's amazing.
He's perfect for the job, Martha. What say you and I manage his campaign?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Jim. Wake him up, Andy. He fell asleep at the computer.
Jim, wake up. Martha and I are going to get you elected to city council.
I don't know. It sounds kind of dangerous. I'd rather really...
No, don't worry, Jim. We'll supply you with a round-the-clock security detail. No sweat.
But I'm not qualified.
Jim, it's not like a council person has to declare war or anything. You just go to events like the Lithuanian Day Parade, and you get preferred seating at ribbon-cutting ceremonies. It's cool.
Well, would I need to buy new clothes? Because I haven't shopped for new clothes in years.
Jim, you've never shopped for new clothes. Listen, we'll get an aide to buy clothes for you.
Yeah, but I don't do well under pressure. Whenever I'm stressed, I get these chest pains.
There won't be any pressure, Jim. Trust me.
What makes you think I could even win?
Well, for one thing, your only opponent would be Flusina Repartee, who up to a week ago was a pole dancer at Hooters. The Republicans nominate her as a joke because they know they can never win in this town.
But don't I need to get signatures to be on the ballot?
No, you'll run as an independent. You'll be a write-in candidate. And that way you won't be beholden to anyone.
Except us.
What was that, Andy?
Oh, no, nothing, Jim. Let's get started on some strategy here. First, you'll have to announce that you're running. We can videotape your announcement.
Well, what'll I say?
Don't worry. We'll have everything you need to say on cue cards. You can read, right?
Of course.
Good. And we'll need some snazzy radio ads. We can say things like, Jim Harris, he's hip. He's now.
I'm not hip. I'm not now.
Okay, well, how's this? We'll create a whole backstory for you, something that'll make you seem humble and unassuming.
But I am humble and unassuming.
Great. People are tired of puffed-up, arrogant politicians. They're ready for someone like you, a nobody.
A nobody?
Exactly. You will empower the voters by saying, it's not about me, it's about you. he'll admit you're a mere shell of a man, a worthless bum.
Yeah, you're like a big stinky pile of rotting fruit.
Okay, I get it. It's not about me, but... Okay, what's next?
Let's record your announcement and make those ads while we're at it. And we can start getting you ready for the debates.
Debates?
Jim, calm down. Everything's going to be fine. Just let us handle it.
Well, okay. Hello, I'm Jim Harris. As you may know, my family has a long, proud tradition of being involved with politics. My great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Jebediah Harris, is best known for his 1776 midnight ride through Germantown, shouting, "I'm running for governor!" Unfortunately, a lunatic shot him before he could complete his ride. And in 1892, my grandfather, Little Willie Harris, famously declared that he was giving up his post as dog catcher to be with the woman I love, even though she was only 11 years old at the time. So today, I am announcing that I am a candidate for the 11th District City Council seat.
Woohoo! Yeah!
Thank you. Thank you. Please, everyone, sit down, please. I will be running as an independent, a write-in candidate, which means I'll be beholden to no one but you, the voters. It's all about you. Thank you for your rapt attention, and may God bless the 11th District. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vincent Blalok. You all know me. I'm standing here in the Wissahickon Valley. It's a beautiful day. The birds are singing, I think, up in the trees. They were singing before. And I'm here to talk about a incident, I suppose you would call it. One of our barges from Blalok Industries was delivering a 5,000-gallon tanker of Vincent's Winceless Groin Emollient. I know it's got a fancy name, but it's a good product. It's basically Jock itch cream. And, well, you know, the creek, it's not exactly as wide as perhaps it should be. And so there was a accident. The barge hit some sort of rocks, and there's Jock itch cream everywhere. I won't mince words. It's all over the place. It's on the trees, in the water. But, you know, I'm thinking maybe this is actually a positive for the environment, because you see squirrels in the trees, they're always scratching themselves, and, you know, maybe they got some Jock itch issues going on, and so this might actually be good for them. The fish in the stream, think about it. They don't have hands. They don't have fingernails. If they have an itch, if they have Jock itch, I don't know if they have a jock. To start with, I'm not a scientist. I'm an entrepreneur. And I know that people who can't scratch, they don't feel good. So maybe the fish would feel better without having to scratch so much, however they do it, with their fins maybe. This could be a benefit to the environment. So I'm here to say, don't worry. These things, they clear up. That's kind of the way of nature, you know? Jock itch cream, it's made from chemicals. Chemicals come from things that we pull out of the earth. The earth is natural. So really, it's all natural. So I'm here to say, here on this lovely day with these birds who were singing before. I don't know why they stopped now, but I say go out, get a picnic basket. Maybe not today, maybe wait a few days, and everything will be fabulous. Good night, everybody.
From the Herb and Loretta Finkelstein Memorial Auditorium, it's the 11th District Candidates Debate. We'll begin after these messages.
Okay, Jim, they just broke for a commercial. It's time to go on stage and... Jim, are you smoking pot?
Yeah, it's medicinal. I told you, when I'm stressed, I get terrible headaches.
I thought you said chest pains.
Yeah, I get chest pains in my head.
Yeah, right, whatever. Just get out there and do what we told you. Hurry up.
Good evening and welcome to the first of two 11th District candidate debates brought to you by the League of Women Voters and Men who dress up like women voters, but only on the weekends. I'm Tom Thunderthud, and I will be your moderator. The format for this debate will be as follows. In the first segment, 2 questions will be asked of each candidate. The first question must be answered in the form of a haiku, while being hit on the head repeatedly with a fly swatter. The second question must be answered while getting a mild electric shock at 10-second intervals. The candidates are the Republican Flusina Repartee and Jim Harris, who is running as an independent. We will begin with Ms. Repartee. Ms. Repartee, why are you running?
Election campaigns rely on public surveys. I do great on polls.
Thank you. And now to Jim Harris. Mr. Harris, how do you plan to deal with the city's failing school system, crumbling infrastructure, and prodigious crime rate?
What was that again?
How do you plan to deal with the city's failing school system, crumbling infrastructure, and prodigious crime rate? Yes?
The crime rate is
In the form of a haiku, please. What was that? Speak up, please. It appears that Mr. Harris has fainted. Can someone please check to see if he's all right? Someone? Anyone? No? Okay, let's go to commercial.
Vote Jim Harris for city council. He's young, he's now, and he's got what it takes to lead the city in the 21st century. Remember, he's a write-in candidate, so on election day, when you're in the voting booth, write Jim's name on a piece of paper and stuff it into any crevice you can find. And remember, it's not about him, it's about you.
Do you like ice cream? Me too. One of the things I like is being able to choose from a bunch of different flavors. Because nobody likes having the same thing all the time. And even if you usually do, sometimes you change your mind. Hi, I'm Flusina Repartee, and I'm the Republican running for the 11th District seat. And I know that sometimes you change your mind. I used to be a pole dancer. But one day I says to myself, Flusina, you're not getting any younger. I mean, I still got it and all. But like I said, is this what you want to be doing when you're older? I mean, like 40 or something? So now, I'm an ex-pole dancer. I also used to be a Democrat, like everyone else in this town. But now I'm a Republican, because, they asked me. Now, there's some people who say it's wrong that I change parties. But you know what I say to them? I say, I'll bet you change your mind sometimes too. People here are tired of voting the same way all the time. Now they have a choice. So on this election day, go out and vote for me, Flusina Repartee, because you got a right to change your mind.
There's a grand abode on the Wissahickon Road that's home to Lord and Lady Cheesington. They are very deep in debt, so they have to let out rooms to pay all the bills. Though their means are spare, they maintain a regal air. They are delightfully demented. They mistakenly believe that the renters in their home are really working there. Their estate's called Downturn Abbey because of the reversal of fortune that the Cheesingtons endured. They say chauffeur when you say cabbie. That's the zany way of this lady and this lord. Though it's not a crime to live in modern time, you'd never know it from Lord Cheesington. He pretends he's upper crust, even though he's only just a guy from Germantown.
Oh, Reggie, isn't it a lovely morning? The birds are singing, the grass is damp, and the air is chilly, but promises the warmth that will come with the sun.
Good morning, Edie dear. Yes, damp, chilly spring morning. April in England is rather like this, only without the sun and the warmth.
Oh, to be in England now that April's here, eh?
Good morning, Lord Cheesington, Lady Cheesington.
Good morning, I say. Your timing is spot on.
Sharma, your renter in room 12.
Ah, yes, well, Shauna from room 12. We are Lord and Lady Cheesington of Downturn Abbey. As I was saying, your timing is spot on. It's just the right time of morning for some tea, and I haven't seen Withers about. Withers!
Oh, yes. Would you be a dear Shondell and bring us round some tea?
I know you must be preparing your turpentine and bleach for some rigorous spring cleaning.
Oh, certainly not. I am chemical-free. I can't be near those hazardous substances. When I rented a room here, I was very clear that I need a toxin-free environment.
Well, I suppose there will be no shortage of outdoor tasks with which you may assist with us if you are opposed to stripping the furniture and cleaning the walls after you've brought us tea, of course.
Oh, no. When I'm outside, I must avoid any sudden or rigorous movement that could stir up allergens like dust or pollen or animal dander. I'm very careful to keep my respiration slow to minimize inhaling particulates.
I'd like to mention that I'm becoming less and less particulate about where you service our tea, as long as you're not too much longer about it.
Lord Cheesington, listen to me, please. I live here. I don't work here.
Well, that sounds like a very generous arrangement on our part.
And I'm on my way to the polo field for the Earth Day festivities. Earth Day? What a lovely way to celebrate this April day. I suppose it's a sort of country fair? Well, Lady Cheesington, for myself and others like me, the Earth in Earth Day stands for Eradicating Allergens, Returning to Health. It's a crucial part of the hypoallergenic grassroots efforts of United Allergic Front. It's always validating to me among others with similar immune systems.
Quite, almost as validating as a cup of Earl Grey, 2 lumps and a bit of scone.
Do have a lovely day then, dear. Thank you, Lady Cheesington. Bye-bye. Reggie, how kind of you to allow the use of the Downturn polo fields for their country fair.
One must allow the land to yield its increase, as it were. Must have gold in the coffers to pay the servants, although for the life of me I don't know why we do. Withers!
Reggie, perhaps we should make our daily perambulation in the direction of the polo field and observe the festivities. It's been so long since we've been to a country fair.
Perhaps we shall, Edie. Maybe some of the merchants at the fair will be serving tea.
Earth Day! Earth Day! Earth Day!
Hello, everyone. My name is Sharma, and I have a reactive airway.
Hello, Sharma.
Thank you, everyone, for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to have to ask you to clap more gently and stop stomping your feet. Some dust and other particles have become airborne and are posing a threat.
Hey, what are you talking about? It's all natural. It's the Earth, man. It's our beautiful mother. Look at this amazing archway we built for her. It's awesome. It's made entirely of tires that we dragged out of the creek.
I'm here with the United Allergic Front, and I need you to keep those tires away from our participants. Petroleum byproducts are toxic, and we want no part of them. This is our festival. I have the permit right here.
Easy, babe. It's all good. There's plenty of room for everyone. Let's take it to the people and see what we can do.
Well, Edie, what do you think of the country fair?
It's not all that one could hope for, but there is quite a number of participants. Oh, look, there's the young woman Shabra.
Oh, yes, the one who doesn't work inside or out, or doesn't bring us our tea.
Hello? Attention, fellow Earthlings. Oh, man. Now, who's here to oppose allergens? Okay. And who's here to protect the planet? Yeah! We're all on this planet together and we can all get along. We're going to ask our friend Saint Mad to open up the festivities with their really cool song called To the Earth.
Sunrise for my fantasy, a golden opportunity. Came to the flesh, came future fresh upon my wandering eye. Soft and fragile, wild and free, I fell into her gravity. a bottom dweller, fortune teller in a sea of sky, dreaming I could fly, and the world was unfurled in her seasons. Every face had a place in the sun. Every red love affair had its reasons, though its beauty be found on the shakiest ground. Spin and sparkle, yawn and yearn, rejoice and bleed at every turn. My momentary sanctuary, home away from home. Caught between the cold and hot, we hover in this perfect spot. In dark and booming, bright and blooming, dance around the flame. Never twice the same, and the world is unfurled in her seasons. Give and take, sleep and wake, live and die. Every rare love affair has its reasons, though its beauty be found on the shakiest ground. It can stand on its own special worth. To the sea, to the sky, to the earth.
Oh, Reggie, wasn't that marvelous?
Pip, indeed, good show, Saint Mad.
Reggie, have you noticed those rowdy ducks by the archway? I've never known ducks to behave so peculiarly.
I say you're right. Hold on. Those ducks are setting fire to the tire archway.
Fire!
Oh, the fumes! The smoke! Burning tires! Toxin! Poison! Wormwood! Oh!
Hey, attention, people. We got a chick up here who's OD'd on fumes, man. She's out cold. Does anyone have a copper bracelet?
Maybe a bronze one.
Sorry.
That poor unfortunate girl. Reggie, we must direct someone to do something.
Well, Withers is nowhere to be found, Edie. I'm afraid we'll have to do something ourselves about it.
Ourselves?
Excuse me, I beg your pardon. So sorry. Trying to reach the young lady who has collapsed.
Yeah, thanks, man. Are you a shaman?
I am the lord of the manor, young man, and I am familiar with tales of mayhem and casualty in the Crimea, when a certain Florence Nightingale brought several of the lads round after they'd gone down.
Yeah.
Now stand back.
Okay.
I shall attempt to ascertain if the young lady responds to her name.
Stand back, everybody.
Pardon me. Carla? Scarlett? Charmaine?
You hailed.
She's not responsive.
I think she said her name was Sharma.
Oh, right, yeah. Sharma? Sharma. I'm afraid she's not coming round. I believe the next step would be artificial respirations. Let's see. I must tilt the head, lift the chin, and make a tight seal with the mouth.
No, stop. I have a reactive airway. Any mouth-to-mouth contact must be preceded by a 3-minute peroxide gargle to remove any potentially toxic food or beverage residue.
Hey, everybody. She's okay. Sharma's okay.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Manor brought her around.
Right.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I'm the game warden from the park. We apprehended some allegedly arsonist ducks seen flying to the edge of your property. Since the alleged incident occurred on private land, we have no jurisdiction here, so the suspects and the paperwork are all yours. Have a good day.
What is it with you ducks, man? Here we are trying to protect the planet from man-made destruction like global warming, and you guys are trying to sabotage us. Don't you see that what we're doing is for your benefit, too? Hey, come on. I don't speak duck, dudes. Don't you know any English?
A little bit.
Okay, great. Ducks, So what were you doing? What were you thinking starting that fire?
Quack, 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 quack. We have no comment.
Aren't you opposed to global warming?
We ducks are among the few species who support global warming. The melting of the polar ice caps will ultimately create a world covered by water and fit only for ducks.
Oh,
Who will rule the world?
No.
We will make no further statement without an attorney or a backup band.
Well, like, we have a backup band here.
Well, alrighty then. Hit it, boys.
We're having a heat wave. A planet-wide heat wave. The sea level's rising, and we are surmising soon you'll be underwater. Natasha, you do it.
We're having a heat wave. Face it and be brave. Every rain shower increases duck power. Soon you will be underwater.
Yeah, aren't they fantastic, everybody? The ducks, everyone.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the message is pretty disturbing, but for ducks, you sing really well.
The Earth Day is a disaster. The United Allergic Front has been exposed to combustible toxins, pollen, dust, and what I'm pretty sure is some really nasty duck dander. And the environmentalists have been sabotaged by some of the very creatures they're trying to protect.
Shoppy, if I may say something.
It's Sharma. Go ahead.
It is customary for the Lord of the Manor to address the villagers attending a country fair, usually from the comfort of a well-fortified royal box. But nonetheless, I take this opportunity to observe that all of us here today have learned that, whatever our individual interests may be, we are all in this together. And so I ask you, my fine feathered duck friends, to do no less. I ask you to recognize that what we share is at once larger and more fragile than what divides us. On this Earth Day, I call on you, all of you, be you duck or be you human, let us all paddle on together.
Oh, Reggie, I'm so profoundly proud of you.
Think nothing of it, Edie. Just imagine what a chap can do after he's had his tea.
Welcome to Nature Time with Brent Slusher. Tonight we'll be discussing what is destroying this country, destroying America. I'm talking about the scourge of unregulated wildlife. You've seen them. You go to the beach, you see them frolicking in the water. You know what they are. Homosexual dolphins. That's right, they're dolphins out there flaunting their homosexuality for everyone to see. You go to Rehoboth Beach. You go to San Francisco, Key West. What do you see? Dolphins. Dolphins everywhere. You go to Nebraska, you don't see those dolphins. In Nebraska, they have traditional values. You won't see the homosexual dolphins there, but it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It's not just in the water, it's on the land. You go out west, what do you see? Buffalo. Buffalo eating grass on public lands. They're just taking our grass. It's a bunch of handouts. What do the buffalo do? Do they work for a living? No, they stroll around eating grass. That's our tax dollars going for their fancy dinners. This is what's wrong with America. I wish you all a happy Earth Day.
Hey, Jim, Martha, get in here. We need to rethink our strategy before the next debate.
Yeah, I guess the first debate could have gone a little better.
You think? That goat noise you made when you fainted is trending all over the internet.
Oh, no.
It's already got 100,000 hits on YouTube. Why'd you faint anyway? Were you that stoned?
I don't know. I was just scared. They were hitting us with fly swatters. Plus, I didn't know what a haiku was. You never said anything about a haiku.
Well, in any event, we now need to convince the public that you're physically and mentally fit for the job. That "it's not about me, it's about you" approach is not resonating anymore.
Okay, how about if we change the direction of the conversation? We'll have Jim say that he loves America. He loves it so much that his spleen exploded.
No, we don't want Jim to appear damaged. Maybe he could accuse his opponent of hating America.
Yeah, that's good. Go on the offensive. Criticize her. We can also show Jim's intelligence by having him use big words.
Yeah, like, ad hominem.
What's that?
It's Latin. It means, personal. Try to use it a few times.
Okay, I'll try.
Great, and you need an upbeat nickname, too.
A nickname?
Yeah, like that guy, Good Luck Jonathan.
Who's he?
He's the president of Gumbala.
Gumbala. Where's that?
I don't know. The point is, the guy's got a real nice upbeat name, and he's been reelected like 20 times. All right, let's see, a nickname. How about Frisky?
I don't think so. Does Jim look frisky to you?
It sounds like cat food.
Oh, okay, hold on. Lucky.
No.
Hunky. Rosie?
No way.
Happy.
That's it. Happy Harris. That's your new name, Jim. Get used to it.
Gee, I don't know. It's just...
No time to talk about it now, Jim. I mean Happy. There's lots to do. We need to have you record another radio ad. This time you have to be contrite and maybe even beg for forgiveness. It worked for Bill Clinton.
This week's Avenue G Community Spotlight features Larry Legato, itinerant organist who plays a portable organ made entirely of recycled parts. Larry's background is in civil engineering with a minor in cosmetology. He has been beaten up in 30 of the 48 contiguous states. Larry, welcome to Community Spotlight.
Thank you. It's a thrill to be here.
Larry, why the organ?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I was a skinny and awkward child, fond of books and terrible at sport. Naturally, I wanted to do something to make other boys respect and accept me. I knew that the answer was in learning to play the accordion. I could see myself with a brush cut and a bright orange blazer playing Lady of Spain. I believe that's what they call street cred.
Larry, could we cut to the part where you play the organ?
Of course. You see, my family couldn't afford an accordion. They're quite expensive. So I decided to build one.
So you tried to build an accordion and ended up with that organ that you carry in the backpack over there?
Oh, yes. A very few short hours of reassembly and I'm ready to go. You know, for me, every day is like Earth Day as I give new life to repurposed parts. That's recycling. And I'm certainly organic.
Thank you, Larry. I now have a real understanding of why you were beaten as a youngster. What are some of your favorite pieces to play?
My tastes are quite eclectic. I enjoy music of all genres as long as it's fun. In fact, I love Avenue G so much that I have a new song honoring it that I would be pleased to play for you and the audience tonight. It's called Avenue G, a tribute to Avenue G. Meet the zanies in the cast, where present meets the past. Spend some time and have a blast. Life is fun on Avenue G. Here's Jim Harris. What's he doing? There's bound to be some trouble brewing. Anything's a possibility on ghostly, graceful Avenue G. It's the best place on earth. There's myth in mirth and medley of mirth. So come on, stop off the highway. There's plenty to see. Grand and groovy, Avenue G. Avenue G.
That was great. Thank you so much, Larry.
The following is paid for by people for a better Jim.
My fellow citizens, I realize that after my unfortunate fainting spell at the last debate, there are concerns about my health and stamina, but I want you to know that I plan to start jogging I will gradually increase from a few feet a day to probably hundreds of miles per week. I believe that in addition to improving my health, this will also make the world a better place, though I haven't completely thought it through. So vote for me, and when you do vote, please stay in the voting booth as long as you can. The longer you tie up the machines, the greater will be my chances of winning. Honestly, I have no skills. The only thing I'm qualified for is a government job. Please help me. I'm Jim Harrison. I approve this message.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second 11th District Candidates debate between Flusina Repartee and Jim Happy Harris. I'm your moderator, Tom Thunderthud. Tonight's debate will be a slightly different format. It will begin with opening statements to be sung by the candidates. After that, the candidates will be able to address each other directly. And finally, we will take questions from the audience. We will begin with Mr. Harris.
Excuse me, did you say sung?
That is correct.
Sung? Why was I not told about this? I didn't know we were supposed to sing. Flusina, did you know about this?
Sure. It was in all the letters they sent out. Didn't your people tell you?
No, they didn't tell me. Okay, hold on. Let me think here. You guys in the band, can you give me, like, It's My Party in E flat?
Sure thing, man.
Okay, let's try that.
All right.
Put your hands together, everybody. Here we go. I have no record 'cause I've never run. That means I'm clueless but clean. I have no money to spend. I'm not backed by a machine. 'Cause I've got no party, so I do what I want to. Do what I want to. Do what I want to. No one but you tells me what to do. That's right. Every campaign season, candidates say versions of the same thing. They all walk the party line, but I've got something different to bring. 'Cause I've got no party, so I do what I want to. I do what I want to, do what I want to. No one but you tells me what to do. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Woohoo.
Thank you, and now Ms. Repartee.
I used to be a loyal Democrat, but now I choose to wear a different hat. There were too many candidates in front of me. Voters need to know they have a choice. I want to stand for them to be their voice. And in the primary, there will be only me. You write me off, but I'm not done just 'cause I'm Republican. I'm not tough and I'm not rich, but like Frank Rizzo made the switch. I won't quit, I won't be beat for the 11th District Council seat. Vote for me and the GOP. I am the only Republican running. I'm the up and coming. Oh, I am a dark horse. Stand back and watch me soar higher. That's where I aspire. Oh, I am a dark horse. So stand back and watch me soar. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Stand back and watch me soar.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Right.
Thanks. And now the candidates may ask each other questions. We'll start with you, Ms. Repartee.
Thanks. So, Jim, what exactly do you plan to do if, God forbid, you should get elected?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Flusina.
It's Flusina.
The Flusina, because I have a whole ad hominem agenda of stuff.
Ad what now?
Ad hominem. It's French. Anywho, I plan to cut out all the fat from city government. I personally will operate with only a small, streamlined staff consisting of a bomb-sniffing yak and Far2D2, the flatulent robot, both of whom, by the way, will be working for free. In addition, I will also be calling attention to a number of important issues. I plan to write a bill calling for Pimple Awareness Week and also for a national holiday honoring sperm donors. I also plan to declare war on Germany.
Are you reading that? You're reading that off a card.
No, I am certainly not reading. Furthermore, as far as my beliefs are concerned, I believe in the theory of evolution, but I think we should stop evolving now before we lose any more hair. I'm also in favor of colonizing Mars, but not Jupiter. And I plan to personally build an 18-foot-high movable wall that we can wheel around the city to prevent crime.
You know, I wasn't quite sure before, but now I'm convinced that you're a complete idiot.
Oh, yeah? Well, how come you hate America? Oh, my gosh.
What? Listen, dork, I live in America. I could move, you know. If I don't love America, then what country do I love?
Gumbala.
Huh? Where's that at?
It's in the ocean somewhere.
You idiot. That's not a real country. You just made that up.
No, I didn't. Andy told me about it.
Andy Pettit?
Yeah.
He's a moron, too.
Okay, candidates, please try to refrain from ad hominem attacks.
Yeah, that's right. Ad hominem.
Perhaps we should take some questions from the audience. Yes, you, sir, in the camouflage jacket.
Sic semper tyrannis!
Look out! He's got a gun!
Ah! Watch out! No! Ah!
Could someone stop that gunman? Anyone? No one? Okay, well, both of the candidates have run off, so I guess that concludes the debate. Good night.
Well, that's it for tonight's show. Thanks for listening. We'll be back again with a new Avenue G in 2 weeks. Meanwhile, remember to give a hoot. Don't pollute. We're all on this ride together. Good night. Keep the planet alive.
Phantom House. It's the place for podcasts.